Hey guys, it's Chris from Enola Gaye, and it's time for Valken Debrief Live.
Hey, welcome back this week to the Valken Debrief Airsoft live show. Episode number 78, and we are broadcasting live from beautiful Colorado Ranch.
Post cyclone bomb.
From what?
Post cyclone bomb.
Cyclone bomb.
That's the blizzard we experienced last week. It was called a cyclone bomb.
Oh,
Oh.
okay. Oh, thank you for joining us. Please share the show. Get your friends in here. Tag your friends. It's very easy. Let's see. Who should I tag? I will tag. You know what? I will tag
Novrich.
Hair Bubba. I can actually tag Novrich. Hold on. Let's see. Christoph Nurith. Tag. There he goes. Everyone should tag Novrich. Get him in here. That would be awesome. So, thank you for joining us this week. Fun show. We're back from
Everything. IWA.
Wait, did we have a show last week?
No, you did. Because we had the cyclone bomb, and you did the broadcast from home.
Oh, Blizzard. I'm like Cyclone. I'm thinking you're talking about the Airsoft Innovation Cyclone. That's why I'm like, I mean, we're on an Airsoft show, so I'm thinking you're making a Airsoft reference.
That's what they called it. The weathermen called it a cyclone bomb.
That's right. I did it.
Because it just dropped snow and everybody went out of their minds and abandoned their cars on the streets.
You know what? Somebody's not feeling the tag love. So there you go, Rich from Shrike Tactical. Tagged you. There you go. So thank you for joining us. The show is brought to you by the Valken Alliance and sponsored by Enola Gaye Smoke Grenades. Fine folks at Enola Gaye. Christian, Omar, Darren, all those folks on the U.S. side of the house.
Wait.
Oh. So every time you throw an EG67 or a Flash 3.0, you're supporting the show. We appreciate it. Bang them if you got them, right? And what I don't understand is they put it all over their flags. We smoke, you choke. But it must be some inside joke because every time I can get Chris to say it, all the UK guys laugh at him. So it must have been like one of those spoof mottos that was like a whoops.
Yeah, like it's like the U.S. Department. Everybody's like, no, that's bad for the environment. What are you talking about? No.
Let's see. Who do we got in the chat? We've got, we got Bacon from Direwolves. We got Javier Franco.
He's in here.
Yeah, Tim Green. Alex Carl.
You know, I feel there's the absence of Elite Force supporters.
Well, I tagged Cliff. Let me tag Nigel. I'm going to tag Nigel.
Well, I mean, that's different.
Dials 46.
What about all the little minions?
Oh, yeah. We got Nate from Disposable Heroes, which super proud of the Disposable Heroes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
First place in the tactical challenge.
Yes. And I wouldn't say I didn't get some satisfaction while we were at IWA in Germany when I went over to Andy Yoshida and said, we beat you. I mean, I said it in a more colorful manner, but
he gets more excited about these things than I do.
I do. So, one of the ways you can also support our show, head on over to ValkenAlliance.com, sign up, join. It's for free. And we got a little collection of t-shirts. Pick yourself up one. They're about $24.95, $25. All the proceeds go right back into the show. And we always appreciate everyone's support. We got Toby Bucher from Germany. Call sign Sensei. watching us. We got Kurt Corpy from High Ground in here. Tim Green says, Darth Valken, you need a hug. Dude, don't hug him. He's like a cactus. Hey, there's Cliff.
No, Kurt's just in here just to plug Palooza.
Yes, Airsoft Palooza. I'll be there. It's in May. May... What is it?
Come on,
8th?
Kurt.
Come on, Kurt. Plug Palooza, May 8th. We got Soto from Overwatch Tactics. So, get in here. Let's see how many live viewers we can get. We're up to 20 so far. Michael Hobson, Whiskey. I'm all about the E67s. Yes. It's like crack cocaine candy. So, let's see here. Hey, Gerald Brown says, CS gas is more fun. It reminds you that you're still alive. Yeah. What up, Jay Baker?
Pass. Hard pass.
So, Jeff Murphy, Wargame Oklahoma. We'll be going to that in September. Toby's like, incredible, you remember me. Why wouldn't I remember you? We were on the same airsoft team in Germany. Come on now. Hashtag fact. May 18th. So it's not May 8th. Airsoft Palooza is May 18th. So tag your friends getting in here. We have a great guest in here for you today. Thom Hall. For those that you know him, a.k.a. Too Tall Tom.
You have no idea how hard it was for our agents to secure his slot on the show.
Oh, yes. We've been trying hard going after Too Tall, but his writers just wouldn't allow it. And so, but now he is here. We got him. So,
What are you drinking?
I am drinking.
Why do you have ice?
I'm drinking from my WWE cup that, you know, I always get when Chicken and Monkey come to town with the WWE show here in Denver. Got to get the commemorative cup. Is your phone messing with you?
Yeah.
Hey, we got JP from An American Milsim.
It's LJP.
LJP. Oh, LJP.
No, it's LJP.
LJP.
Because there's no J.
Ah.
It's LJP.
LJP. So, yes. We'll be at Southern Front in two weekends. Dang, next weekend we're going to Sunset. The weekend after that, we're going to Southern Front. Dude, you better not make me roll Lone Ranger to that.
Call it Derek. I hear he's a great companion on the road.
Dude, Derek like sleeps the first 5 hours halfway through the trip.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to tag
He's
Derek.
Be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed for all like the patch swapping.
I'm going to tag Derek. Guns, Gears, and Beer podcast and Mo Guns.
Now, what's the new one now? Something Airsoft Series Ultra Uber Operator.
Something like that.
Something like that.
Javier says, when Elite Force, Valken, and EG get together, they call it a soup kitchen. Thanks for Dirty Mike and the boys. That was actually a good one. I like that one. Oh.
You gonna pen that one? You gonna pen it?
No, I'm not going to pin it. I'll leave that to Mod AI 2.8, which is in beta testing. Apparently, they tried it out on the Valken Core Live show on Tuesday night. So
I'm sure that was.
It's predictive. It's supposed to have predictive text. You know, like when you're on your phone, you have predictive text. It's supposed to anticipate what we're going to talk about. And it can already answer questions and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Sure. As long as it sounds like Ryan Gosling. It's fine.
Ooh. That would be fun. So, we're going to cut to a quick commercial. Tag your friends, get them in here. Yes, Bacon, we're bringing on Tom, but we got to shout out to our sponsors. Got to do that. Got to promote everybody. Everybody's got to get their piece of the pie. It's a business. The AI mod says, I anticipate we're talking about airsoft. Yes. So we're going to cut to a quick commercial break. Right after that, we will introduce our special guest, Too Tall Tom. Get your questions ready. We're going to have a lot of fun. Not quite sure where the conversation's going to go, whether it's gun teching, HPA, sniping, just airsoft shenanigans all around in general. We might even talk about sponsorships. You know, everyone always loves that word, especially Darth Valken. He loves the word sponsorships. Anytime you say, "Can I have free stuff?" you see smoke coming out of his ears. It's amazing.
It doesn't bother anymore.
Yeah. Oh, really? You got the ducks back now. Nice. Hey, Jared Ringwood, Jeffrey Thompson. So we're gonna cut to a quick commercial. We'll be right back.
One for the money, two for the show. I'm Electric from Gunfire. Valken Debrief, here we go.
Hi guys, I'm Leszek from Gunfire, one of the best retail shops in Europe. You can find us on every social media. You can find me on Instagram, that guy from Gunfire. Check us out.
And we're back. The Valken Debrief Airsoft live show, episode number 78. As Darth Valken wants to flip the table. Uh-oh. We said Derek too many times, like Beetlejuice, and he showed up.
It's like, you know, this guy's also happy. You know, he's all the bright-eyed, bushy-tailed excitement and passion that
No.
into the sport. I get phone calls like, my son's gun is rattling. I'd like to return it, please. It's like, have you ever shot an AK? No, but we bought two. One's rattling and the other one isn't. I want to return it.
Because the little gas...
Yeah, the faux gas
tube.
I can just take it out. No. Don't. It does no rattling.
Yes, we have a little joke here in studio. Hi, Tom. How's it going? They see you now. He's just sitting there just listening.
He's being patient.
So this is the Justice League going on right here. I'm Superman because I wear hope on my chest and on my sleeves and everything. And
as does his food.
Yes. And he's Batman. All of Gotham must burn, and Gotham is airsoft. So we balance each other out very well. So, Tom, thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it. It's a pleasure to always sit down and talk about airsoft with friends. You know, I'm all about that aspect of things.
I know.
Agreed.
You know, when we're at events, it just feels like we don't even have, even when we're there, we don't have time to sit and talk because we're going to this faction briefing, this rules brief. Got to run over to Chrono. Got to top off my tank.
Your ride is leaving, into the field or to the, to dinner, and it always seems to be.
It's that sponsor life, right? It's that celebrity airsoft life, man. It's hard. I tell you what, all that responsibility.
Sucking on the teat of the company credit card. That's my meal ticket. No.
Hey, yes. Alan from Crytek. Alan. What up, Alan?
Alan. I see him taking over on the Airsoft Mechanics Forum on Facebook and bringing some law and order over there.
Oh, finally. If anybody can instill law and order, it's Alan.
It is.
He's run so many forums for so long.
Well, it's interesting how many people are like, what's a forum? Isn't that the Facebook group? Like, no, you have no idea. Forums.
No, we're in the day of an age of panels.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you have panels where you have Andy Yoshida and I don't even know who was at the panel at the.
Oh, there was two panels. So there was like a celebrity panel, and then there was like an industry panel. Yeah. Oh wait, what was the big topic they were talking about?
Deans.
Deans. All guns will be Deans by
Let's
2020.
start there. What do you think about Deans?
Yeah, Dean connectors, man. That's a big innovation in airsoft coming in 2022.
2022.
You mean that's how long Deans have been around? But Deans is copyrighted. It's not. It's a T connector.
That's true.
Everybody's got to get their money, you know.
So unless you want to like attract attention to airsoft, unnecessary unwanted attention, and the next lawsuit we have is over the counterfeit Deans.
The Dean's connectors, the counterfeit Dean's connector, sure. Yep, that's going to be big.
Alibaba, Amazon, it's all running rampant.
Dude, our viewership just went up. Greg Brothers joined the chat.
So I'm just curious,
Greg Brothers.
as airsoft players, can you really call yourself an airsoft player if you don't have at least one clone item in your collection? Like, I mean, seriously.
Really,
that's like the slow clap.
No, here's the difference. It's a replica. If it's something you really want that you can't afford, it's a knockoff for a clone. If it's if it's popular to hate it, but it's okay if it's outside of your spending capability, you can't afford it, then you buy the replica. But if you want to hate on it and it's bad juju in airsoft, it's a knockoff for a clone.
Okay, I wasn't sure how this all went down, so I'm sorry.
Tim Green says, put up a side-by-side photo of Tom and Bacon.
No.
Sorry, Tim, your request has
Tom
been denied.
is way more handsome.
Joel says, you guys answering questions about Valken V12, why it's discontinued, and will it be replaced? It's discontinued because it's discontinued.
You ran out of them.
And
You sold them.
It's a production run.
Yep. And
All good things must come to an end, right?
yep.
That's what they say.
And it will not be replaced.
It will not be replaced. You can't replace it.
So, Alibaba for the win. I only run knockoffs of knockoffs. Kurt Corby, that's what I'm talking about. So, Tom, for those viewers that don't know who you are, which would confuse the heck out of me why they wouldn't know who you are, give us a little quick background about yourself.
Okay. I've been playing war games for 25 years now. I started playing paintball in 1993. That was like my first experience. And then I started playing airsoft in about 2008. As far as that goes, kind of picked up more in 2012 more seriously. And it's all history from there as far as that goes. I live in Utah. I love it here. It's a great state. And I travel around a lot, play a lot of different airsoft games, been involved with all different types of companies, retail, wholesale, a lot of other things that way. Had several teams. There's one there. Boogeyman, as far as that goes, I'm just trying to have fun. Play airsoft. That's who I am. I'm all about growing airsoft. That's been a big popular topic for me as far as that goes, because airsoft is a gateway to firearms ownership, and I like the Second Amendment. I love America.
It's a
I love
gateway
the
drug.
So, yep, and that's probably the best way to get kids hooked into that lifestyle. So it's a lot of fun that way. So that's me in a nutshell. That's what I do.
So you mentioned the Boogeymen. You know, tell us a little bit more about what the Boogeymen do, why they exist, what they're all about.
Okay, so the Boogeyman is it's a team-oriented group of friends with a patch. There you go. That's all it is. There's the Boogeyman in a nutshell. It's basically a fellowship of friends that life can pull you all different ways with school, things like that. And all it is a group of people that get together and have a fellowship. If you're having a problem, you need to talk to somebody, things like that. It's not necessarily all about playing airsoft. So,
wait, airsoft is about having fun?
Yes,
No.
It's all about fun. I mean, if you're not having fun, then
It's
you
not
need to
about elevating yourself, putting out others, and talking about who has the most expensive gun.
Well, I'm going to win that one. I mean,
I've seen your gun collection.
Oh my gosh,
I was probably the first guy to ever actually put a $5,000 optic on his airsoft toy BB gun and take it to a game. I mean,
wait. You beat David Lee to that?
David Lee's my clone, man. I'm going to sue him for cloning me. He wears it's going down. This is going down.
So
Well, I mean, David Lee has like the knockoff Sentinels, dual tubes, PVS. What I don't know, 23s. What do they call the ones that are dual tubes?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
I'm too broke to even get
He
faux
went and bought
nods.
2 PVS 14s and then bought like the bridge and the battery pack and everything. Like, he must have like the neck of a giraffe to be able to hold all that up with a helmet on.
I don't do any cardio. I just do neck exercises. That's all I do. That's it.
Oh my gosh. Kurt Corpy bringing the hammer says lies. Airsoft is how you avoid your family and go drinking in the woods with pretty outfits.
But drinking is not allowed at airsoft games. That's the official word.
In the game boundaries.
This is true.
But what if the game has that part built into it for the immersion?
Oh.
Like, there you go. So you got to think about that part.
Now, you have a very vast gun collection. You showed me a pan of your man cave there, and ton of gear, ton of uniforms.
Like every cam.
Oh yeah, he has like one of everything since like 1972.
No, it's like multicam tropic, multicam arid, multicam black, multicam.
So, do you run? Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Yes. As you can see him scrolling through. Well, and that's only one set of clothing, or is the other hangers your gear?
So that is just the uniforms over there. As I pan around, I have a whole other wall full of all kinds of fun rare kit and not knockoff stuff. And on that,
you're a big fan of like LBT. Like
I
use
am.
all the LBT stuff.
I am. I'm a big fan of tactical gear that's interesting, rare stuff. I like finding interesting things like that. I like the impression side of things in airsoft. I enjoy that side of things, and it's a lot of fun. I like collecting that stuff. I really do. I like collecting things with trades, and trying to go ahead and do those impression things where I'm seeing real guys doing the real thing, doing those impression things, and stuff like that, which is a lot of fun. So that's what I love the hobby for. Collecting rare things and stuff like that. So
I just got a text on the bat phone from El Yepi. He's saying he's having a hard time hearing us on the microphones. How's everyone hearing us on the sound check? I mean, I'm showing good levels, pinging in the red. Oh no, it's Big G, Big Gino, Boss Man Gino in the house. Everyone give the O face to Gino. No, we're not going to behave. Mod AI 2.8. Big Boss Man G needs to see the real side of airsoft. So, Tom, with all those guns and gear and stuff you have, did you ever get into the whole night vision
Sure.
thing?
Sure, absolutely.
Oh, he's going to go down. Oh, here goes. Derek's going to be happy. Look at those.
There you go, man. That's the new world. Those are PVS 15s, and from my friends over at High End Arms, and that's it. That's my night vision setup, and then I'm also running a weapon-mounted thermal sight too as well. And those are two of the options that I like to use for like Milsim West games, things like that. Even night games like American Milsim, things like that. It just really gives you an advantage. And it's a lot of fun to play with, and it's an expensive thing to get into. And then of course there's always the real aspect of shooting and doing those things, which is a lot of fun too as well, which, transcends over, crossover and things like that with airsoft to real firearm stuff.
I mean, that's the added benefit. I mean, you can just like swap out, a couple items, swap out to the rifle, and then it's just everything's good to go. You already have it set up. You can head out to the range, go hunting, any of that. Why are you pointing at me?
I'm pointing it at you because you're not even pinging in the yellow.
Fine, maybe that's what
LJP said. Maybe it's just Josh I can't hear.
And on your like Facebook and Instagram, you I saw you did like a stream on ice fishing. Was that?
Yes.
Do you like fishing?
Yeah, that's one of my other hobbies that I do. As far as that end of things goes, I enjoy ice fishing, and I'll use that for night fishing, like traveling around, things like that. So yeah,
Do the
I'm
lakes?
the coolest ice fisherman ever.
Do the lakes freeze over in Utah?
Yeah, actually quite a bit. Quite a bit.
Which do you do more, airsoft or ice fishing?
Airsoft. I do more airsoft than ice fishing.
But you also do like tons of outdoor. Do you do any bow fishing? That's like the one I'm getting into. I'm hopefully going to get into this year.
No, I don't. I have a lot of friends that actually go out and do that, and it's just not something for me as far as that end of things go. So
Well,
I like the
ice
I like-
fishing seems exciting, but I find fishing really boring. Like regular.
It is,
Really?
but that's the thing is, we can sit there and talk about technology and how, like, not just technology in general in our society and how that's all advancing, whether it's fishing, airsoft, whatever. I mean, it's a lot different than what it used to be, where you used to just sit there and stare at your line. You can video game fish now. There's a lot of technology with ultrasound, things like that. You can actually see the fish and what they're doing in real time. It's a lot more advanced than what it used to be. As far as
Yeah, no, I
goes.
was like parked on the side of the river.
it's just like 2022, man. Airsoft community, we're all getting Dean, Joe.
Oh my goodness! If you've got a question for Mr. Too Tall Tom, post it up in the chat. We are more than happy to share your questions, comments, stories. Here's a good one for you viewers that know Tom and have played airsoft with Tom. Share in the chat a funny story about Tom when you played airsoft, and we'll bring it up and see if Tom can recant or recall the airsoft shenanigans.
I know I have a good story of some airsoft shenanigans with me and you that I always thought was pretty funny. So,
and we'll get to that right after El Jefe says, Too Tall Tom's dumb question, what do you fish for? ? Pike ?
So I generally fish for panfish. I fish for crappie and yellow perch. That's my target species. As a kid, that was my dad's business. That's what my dad did, as he was in fishing industry, professional fishing and things like that. So, I've chased all kinds of fish and hunting too as well. And I've always said it easier. I think hunting animals is actually a lot harder than hunting people. People are stupid.
I will not disagree with that statement.
So.
Darren Chen says, what's up, Josh?
Hey, Darren, what's up?
We got
Yay!
Brian Eggerly from the Field Airsoft in
Look at all
chat.
these great people.
I know.
There's a lot
Doug
of friends
Smith from the Midwest. Yes. Oh, Doug Smith and I are going to be spending some time together come Pathfinder.
Let's answer Nate's question. Will you be going to Lion Claws in May?
Oh,
This
yes.
is the problem with airsoft nowadays. We're all spoiled kids. There used to be just one event that you would go to in May. You know what I mean? On Memorial Day.
It used to just be
Used to be just the one, and then like
Broken
there's like you had to pick one of two on Memorial Day.
now there's like 5.
Yeah.
Now there's like 5 you got to pick. Like, which one are you going to go to? Like, or are you going to go to this AO? You're going to go to this one? Which one are you going to go to? What are you going to go do?
and they wonder why, man, we're not getting ticket sales. Well, there's like 5 events on the same weekend. When was the last? Well, no, I'm not asking Josh because he doesn't do. I'll ask Tom. When was the last Memorial Day weekend you had where you weren't playing airsoft?
I can't remember.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
They always have to have them on holidays.
Probably 2007.
2007.
Or like Easter and Mother's Day are two other hot button topics. Or Valentine's Day.
Father's Day. They think Father's Day is okay. Yeah.
It's all the holidays that involve mothers and wives that like.
Yep. I will be going to
stop putting
Copperhead.
them on those days.
I will be going to Copperhead in September. That is one of the
Yes,
events.
we're
that I
all
will
going to
not miss out on.
Copperhead.
Yeah, I've
Yes,
been to
you're
all
going to
four.
Copperhead. I'm
I'm
gonna
not-
hog tie you, throw you in the back of the creeper van, and we're fucking going to Copperhead. Effing.
Hey,
Bleep.
I will black bag you, Josh, if I have to.
Fine, I'll bring all the Enola Gaye prototype, airburst flares. Oh, look
Sweet.
at all this night vision.
Flares, parachute flares. Hey, Levi Lacrone from Airsoft Republic in the house. The AI, Josh laugh count is up to 4. Javier says Pathfinder.
Laugh count?
Yes, we have a laugh counter. I guess it was built in as a test feature for mod AI 2.8. Javier says Pathfinder is at the beginning of May. That's not Memorial Day weekend. We save that for the beers. I like it. I like it.
Oh, dude. PSA all the way, Nate. PSA all the way. Gotta go green.
Gotta
Yeah.
go green.
Oh.
I've been to cartel,
So some of the disposable hero guys are going to Copperhead. Yes.
Which side? They're doing
I don't know.
UFS, aren't they?
I don't know, Nate. Are you running tan or green at Copperhead? Just curious.
It's not tan or green. It's either you're right or you're wrong.
Yeah.
You're green or you're wrong.
I mean, he asked rolling PSA or UFS, and Tom answered PSA all the way, green all the way.
That's right.
Yeah. I still stand that I'm still undefeated as PSA commander at Copperhead.
I am celebrity status now, so I could bring a tan and a green uniform.
Sure.
I could wake up in the
Why
morning and just decide, which side's not losing.
Nate, PSA is not cost. The Pacific State Alliance is not cost. The backstory is I was actually a UFS commander, and I defected because of what UFS was doing in the Pacific States along the West Coast. And that's how it came
Those war
about.
crimes.
Yep.
Children, man, never cross that line.
I know. Ooh, I still remember. Okay, Too Tall. Do you remember at Copperhead 2.5 when I sent Woodcock and Robo on the Kobayashi Maru Frago where they had to go look for 2 dudes dressed like civilians?
Sounds like it.
Oh no, it was a total Kobayashi Maru for the Goon Squad. So they had to go find these 2 guys that were dressed in civilian clothes. They looked like they were wearing jogging clothes, and they were drug dealers or whatever. They were with La Losa. They find them, and so these 2 guys, as soon as they see Robo and Woodcock's crew rolling up on them, they were instructed to start hauling butt to the boundary. And then I radioed to Woodcock, you have to catch them and detain them before they hit the boundary of Mexico. And all I hear is, en route. Oh my gosh, these guys are fast.
You sound like, adult-themed movies with wordplay.
Actually, so Tom said he had a story about Copperhead. What was it?
So it was kind of funny. I was staying at the Enola Gaye house there at Copperhead. And, Kaiju comes over one morning, and I'm sleeping on the couch in there, and he walks in through the door, and he says, "Dude, do you ever take off your iPro? You are sleeping on the couch with your iPro on."
Which he's freaking me out right now because he doesn't have a stinking iPro.
And I did it just to freak you out during this interview, just to mess with you. So
Dude, his regular glasses are freaking like Oakley's with prescription heaters in them.
They're not Oakley's.
Oh, I'm sorry.
they're not Oakley's. They're ESS Eye Safety Systems. There you go.
Sorry.
Yep.
My good friend over at ESS. Yes.
Oh, we're now going to get a cease and desist from...
No, you're not.
I just had to correct you. He hasn't worn Oakley's in front of
They
me.
love me over there because I never take them off except for this live cast for some reason.
Ooh.
These guys contacts him.
Kurt, we don't talk about that.
Sleeping at an airsoft game with your iPro on. That's the smartest thing you can do.
But he was also sleeping in a building. That was
Hey, man, safety
off,
first, man.
That was
People
off
are
game.
stupid.
Yeah, safety first, man. My mom makes me wear that all the time, dude. Like, that's it. I'm 41 years old now, but she still makes me, like, wear my iPro all the time.
Kurt, you had to go there. Kurt is now.
Well, Kurt,
Like, you know the
Kurt,
shoes
you know what?
from It's Always...
I
it's
would go
Raining Men.
UFS. The one time that I went UFS at an event, I broke my ribs. So it was like God was speaking to me or something. Like, don't do that again, bro.
Kurt is actually bringing up, hey, didn't I actually capture you, Kaiju, at Broken Home one year? Yeah, I think I gave myself up for some mission or something. That's what it was.
Everyone knows that kaiju are capture and release.
Kaiju are capture and release. But you know what? I'm not like some that would pull out, oh, they're about to get me. I'm going to pull out my dead rag. No. Be captured. Have fun. It's a game. Jim Kane, PSA is garbage. UFS, are you wrong?
No. Mine's trademarked. You can't copy that.
Jim from Nemesis Milsim. So, Angela Scott says, Airborne Tim wears his while he uses the bathroom. Wait,
So-
where's his Airsoft iPro or where's his fake NVGs?
Well, yeah, it's like the splashing. You get this.
So I got a question for you. What
Uh-oh.
is your, like, within the last year or so, and what is the most funnest or favorite thing that you can remember that you did in Airsoft in the last year or so? You know, maybe 2 years.
Maybe 2 years.
Okay,
You go
so
first.
one story comes
Wow.
to mind. I'm at GTI, and Bo Silva and I are pinned in that, you know, the upper level. It was a room at the top of a stairwell where it opened up to what they called like the helipad, but it looked like just like a bunch of boilers in there. The room's like not very big, and Bo and I, just the two of us, are pinning the door and just shooting at anybody that comes in. And we're just laying waste, and we're just freaking out. We're like, dude, we're giving each other round counts over the radio, and we're getting super low. And then all of a sudden, the flood just stops coming, and they just slam the door shut. And Bo's like, hey, should we go breach the stairwell? And I'm like, dude, it's just two of us. He goes, so? I'm like, okay. So we go to breach the stairwell. We go in there, and there's only one dude in there. And he I don't know where the rest of the guys went. One dude goes in there, and he goes like this to me, puts his hand on my chest and goes, knife kill. And I'm like, dude, it's your hand. I mean, I know Woodcock. I mean, he's known for the knife hand. But dude just puts his hand on my chest and goes, knife kill. I'm like, bro, you don't even have a melee weapon. And Bo's like, here's your knife kill. And nails him right in the crotch. Zip, zip. I'm like, well, you're dead now. But just the intensity of, in
You
that
should have been like, knife kill, lawsuit.
lawsuit.
Touching me.
And I think, it's those times in Airsoft where, like, your heart's going and you're really into it and makes those moments. I call them epic moments. Did you think of one? No?
I haven't really airsoft in the past 2 years.
That's why
Josh!
we're changing that in
Black
2019. We're changing
Yeah,
that in
I go back,
2019.
I like local fields and stuff. Probably the best one was like it was Kiowa Creek before it burned down, and it was a what was it? It was a capture the flag, so they had to take the flag down, change it, and put the flag back up. So the flag was inside like a little building, and I think it was Carl from BB Dynamics. So I took the flag down, and I'm sitting there trying to change it, and I can't reach the flag, so I'm just like, here, Carl, catch this, and I throw the whole flagpole. It's like 10 feet at him. He's behind the tree because he's got the flag, and he swaps it back out, and then I throw it back into the building and dive the window and put it back up, and he's like, I never would have thought of like throwing the actual flagpole to somebody else, because everybody else is sitting there because it's open, so they're like dying trying to get the flag put back up because it's in the open.
It's like the Captain America movie. You just pulled the pin on the bottom of the flagpole and got the flag instead of climbing up the flagpole.
Just like throw the whole flagpole at him. He's like, "What are you doing? Here, take the flag." Throw it back.
Levi from Airsoft Republic actually has a question for Thom. Yo, Thom, I'm getting ready to run DMR/sniper at an upcoming game. But what are some good tips / common rookie mistakes to avoid, etc.?
So what are some common rookie mistakes for what exactly?
Running DMR or sniper.
Putting a scope on an M16.
Well, one is that you're running DMR and sniper. No, seriously. One is that you're not just out there for yourself. You need to play as a team player and do actual reconnaissance and get how many people counts are and do those things before you take shots and do that stuff. As far as like your weapon or your gun platform, your hop-up group is probably the most important thing in your rifle at that point. Like, that's where it all comes down. That's where the BB leaves. And if that stuff isn't good, then you will be pointless. What's the point of carrying that gun? If you can get your rifle or your AG, HPA gun, your airsoft, whatever, to shoot 15, 20, 25 feet, that is literally miles in airsoft compared to the other player. And that will give you a better advantage as far as that goes. So remember, just because you're playing in that role or DMM or sniper, is that you cannot just stop not being a team player. You know what I mean? Like, that's not how it's going to roll.
You know, and Thom, you were the perfect, you played the role perfectly for me at Copperhead 2.5 in Playas, New Mexico, when I was the PSA commander. And I actually asked you to fill in the command staff. And on the first part of Saturday, so we're up on the Haji Village, and we found one of the highest towers. So Thom is literally standing on top of a high tower. I'm just below him with the field map, and he is spotting all the UFS troop movement, vehicle movement, and he was just like he'd look down at the map, and it would be upside down to him, and he would just call it out, this grid, going here. And then I literally would yell down to the QRF, and it's like, you know, fire mission, this grid, go. And they'd go intercept troops or vehicles. And that first half of Saturday, Thom didn't shoot. You didn't shoot a single round. You were just spotting and relaying information, weren't you?
You know, I think for about the first 6 hours of the event, I didn't shoot any rounds, and I think we finally got some UFS that came in that I had to engage them with a sniper rifle, and that's why I was using it there, is for that range.
That's right, when they came up all the way up to the wall, when they were moving up to that front wall. Doug Smith says, Milsim sniper equals observer first, shooter second.
There you go. There you go.
Agree.
And it brings up a good point about terrain, you know, and looking at a tactical situation, and that is a good representation of that AO. The place where I was at observing was the actual highest spot in that AO. So I was up on the tallest spot so I could get the best advantage to go ahead and call that out. And I think you brought up another point, is because somebody else couldn't make it and do command, is that's what really being like a sponsored player is that you are not just there to take pretty pictures for the gram, bro. You know, you need to do more things to encourage other players to have a good time. You have to be selfless and sacrifice. Yeah, I wanted to go run with all my homies from EG and go run around and go clear buildings with them and things like that. But to me, the fun was having that experience with you, seeing other players get into the game and get them actively involved. I always look as like when I'm commanding forces, if I look at another player out on the field and I say, hey man, do you know what we're doing right now? And if he tells you, I have no idea, then you're being a bad commander. You're just not getting it down a chain of command to get those players actively involved to have a good time. That is your responsibility as like a sponsored player in the community, not just to make your footage for YouTube, not just to make your footage for Instagram and Facebook, which you still need to do. That's
Not
part
to
of the
get into
job.
all the cool
But
parties,
you need
not
to
get
actively
featured.
get involved with the community and make sure that they are having a good time.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
where your value is.
You know, it's
I think another thing, because we all know that celebrities are my favorite, pressure point.
personalities.
No, they're celebrities, not personalities. So like you said, having fun, it's changing the game. I think another thing that I see that's not growing the sport is like when someone comes up with like a new technique for painting something or making something or coming up with a new upgrade, they like keep it to themselves instead of kind of like sharing it with the world and giving other players access to that same technique or upgrade or combination of things that they can do to their rifle or their kit, and like they kind of hoard it for themselves because it's what makes them special instead of sharing it with everybody and including everybody having fun, enjoying upgrading their kit, enjoying modifying it, making their own, learning something, sharing something. So
Yeah, actually, because I painted my hater with the little red accents, and I actually had someone DM me and ask me, "Hey, how did you do that?" And as I sat there and I explained it to him, I'm like, you know what? I should just do an Instagram live and just show people how I did it, because as I'm sitting here, I understand what I'm typing to that person, but they may not understand what I'm saying, So, yeah, sharing it. Sharing is caring.
yeah, we could definitely use more selfless people that want to include people and have everyone have a good time.
Yeah, and that's the way I look at it. Is I look at like what we were doing up there. Those were all our kills as a group. Hey man, I got like 1,000 kills up there. You know what I mean? It was awesome. As far as that goes, and I lived vicariously through you. You know what I mean? And I guess that's just the difference between me and what I do and how I perceive the game. Like I've said, I've been doing this stuff for a very, very long time. I don't need to go out there and go get my bloodlust on or whatever it is. I'll get it at some point as far as that goes, but it all depends on the event. That's why I kind of like Milsim West events right now. It's because I can go out on a 40-hour game and go get challenged by not just other players, but actually elements myself, the gear that I have, everything that gets all put together. I have to make it an all-inclusive package, and it challenges me. That's the thing that I like about it.
I wish more players would stop focusing on not getting hit and staying in the game. And dude, you should try to get hit as much as possible.
The funnest stories that I have from people is when you just go do stupid stuff, like reckless stupid stuff, running out in a field or having somebody pick a lock on a Humvee and basically stealing it and going and doing a mission for the players.
Okay, so Rich Campbell says, ask Tom about the Humvee assault at AMS Black Site.
There we go. So let's talk about that. So I unfortunately injured myself at that event. I broke 3 of my ribs at that event, and I'm that type of guy that I didn't stay in my motel room and just like bed up and do that. I actually went out to the event, and not just for myself. I went out to an event, organized this thing. We basically picked the lock on a Humvee at the AO, and I'll confess right now, I guess we're guilty. We basically stole your Humvee, and we went ahead and piled everybody from the G-Shock crew at the time. We threw them all in there, and then we went over to the UFS side. We gathered a bunch of guys. We came up with a mission. We got almost 150 players in on a mission to go ahead and basically go find these VIPs, get them, rescue them, capture him, bring him back. And I had people tell me on that assault, that was probably the funnest thing that I had done in a long time. And people still message me about that as far as that goes. So here I am, broken ribs and all. Basically, we stole a Humvee. We go get other players involved to go ahead and do that because that game was kind of wishy-washy about the player having fun. And even then, it's just like, no, man, this wasn't all about me. This is about getting these players involved and having fun. And we had a good time. We had a lot of fun in there. And when people say, hey, man, that was like the funnest thing I ever did in Airsoft, that really is more valuable than me getting 100 kill streak that I can post up on YouTube. That's me personally. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I always encourage folks. You should leave a weekend game, with 2 to 3 epic moments. Where you just, within the spirit of the game, you threw care to the wind. You went in with some folks, whether it's bang a door, lockpick a Humvee, whatever it is. If you're not walking away with 2 to 3 epic moments,
get your money back.
Ask for a refund.
Levi asked, Tom, do you prefer bolt action gun or a semi-auto rifle? In my limited experience with this role, it seems that quick follow-up shots of a semi-auto are invaluable.
It all depends on how good your gun's tuned. There's a lot of newer features with the HPA sniper rifles that allow you to get off quicker shots as far as that into things go, where you don't have the tension. So it's really each his own. It's all about, I don't know. I'm just the guy that if I pull the trigger 10 times at 300 feet, I'm going to hit you 4 times out of the 10 times. That's just how I prefer my guns. That's what I'm going for with my setup. So,
hey, Dave Schiappio is watching. Sorry, I always have to butcher his name. Dave Capio. So, from Blue Line, out in the eastern area. Let's see. Coupons. Ask for a coupon. What is Veritas talking about?
Does AMS even have a Groupon?
I don't know. Alex Carl from Legion saying, as a D6 member, Delta 6, I called my Praetorians D6. You, aka me,
D6, Dark 6.
I got them killed so many times, but some of the best experiences. Oh, gotta give Carl some hearts.
Deep only 6.
Well, no, there was a nickname, Delta 6, and no matter what AMS event it was at, every AMS event there would be what we called the Delta 6 maneuver, where I'd send the D6 guys and they would do some big walkabout flank and this huge flanking maneuver and totally do this big flanking maneuver, and it would just be this huge firefight, and then they get wiped out. But they loved it every single time. They loved it. Yes, I do miss the D6, the big D6 flanking maneuvers. Which, where the heck is Woodcock? He is not in here. Everyone should spam tag Woodcock if you have him on your friends list.
He's probably looking for a hotel room.
He's abandoned us. He's abandoned us here.
Mm-hmm.
I know, right?
I come on the show and he doesn't show up, and geez, what's going on here? It's just like Copperhead 4 again. I'm just like, man.
Hey, my cousin's watching. What up, cuz?
Everybody's watching.
I know, right? Yes.
Yep, there you go. Best airsoft strategy ever. Flank them. That's
Yeah.
So, where's Woodcock Stone? I know, Soto, right? So, we're going to talk about where we're going to see Tom in 2019.
All right.
As you do the best that you do.
Really?
Rolling through events. We got to. Our sponsors, man, they want their events to be known. So, you got to do it. So
we got to do it.
Tom, if you're going to any of these events, shout it out.
Operation Stonebreaker 2019, March 22nd through 24th in the Appalachian region, Third Coast Airsoft. Not going. Haven't been. You've had your fill of GTI in Barnwell, South Carolina.
Well, I mean, they took the trees down, but Stonebreaker, I mean, they have 600 people registered, and they have helos and everything. So
Sweet.
They added
Drop someone down his chimney stack. It's all fun until someone falls down a chimney stack.
It's all waiverable. Everybody is signed a waiver.
Not everybody can be robo and rappel down the hexafluoride building.
Upside down. Aussie style.
It's Austrian.
Appalachian.
Black Hawk Down Airsoft Op, March 23rd in the Midwest region. This is Cobra Airsoft Legion at Blast Camp, Paintball and Airsoft in Hobart, Indiana. Operation Sunset, 29th through the 31st in the Southern region. This is a Breach Point Productions and Overwatch Tactics event in Mineral Wells, Texas. You're not going to that one?
I want to go to that one.
And this is, Tom, this is the last airsoft event at this hospital. Did you know that?
I know. And it's next weekend, and I wanted to go to that one. I just don't have any money to go to that one. I'm poor. Did you see my night vision?
In the middle of nowhere. It takes a lot of logistics to get there.
Yeah, I have $10,000 night vision, but I can't go to any events.
Truth. Airsoft Nation Fan Appreciation Event, March 30th in the Pacific region. This is an evike.com event at SC Village in Corona, California. The Shine War Standoff. Is that like a Stephen King thing? The Shine. His shine is pure. Let's go to the shining. Here's Johnny.
It's about moonshine.
March 30th, Appalachian region at Chicken's Tactical Event at Command Decisions War Game Center in Taylorsville, North Carolina. Operation Red Rising 2, April 5th through the 7th in the Midwest region. This is a Battleborn Airsoft event in Burlington, Iowa. Silent Night, April 5th through the 7th in the Midwest region. This is an Airsoft Republic event in Des Moines, Iowa. Southern Front. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun.
Local pickup game with a national price tag. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I've just been...
Damn.
Sorry. I've just been...
LJP is watching.
Man, I'm kidding.
Who's like, who's
I'm
that?
running with
It's
JP,
an inside
dude.
joke because Kaiju is so stoked about this game. And like, so I've been finding like every chance I can get to make a crack.
I don't go to events for the AO. I don't go to events because of the producer. I go to the events to have fun with my friends. Notice I did not say play with my friends. Have fun with my friends. Very specific.
No, it's pretty funny. It'll be great. It'll be great. D14, I've heard, they've got.
I've never been to D14.
I think I've been once. Long time ago. Or the D14 guys. I can't remember. April 6th through the 7th in the Southern region. This is American Milsim event at D14 Airsoft in Sanger, Texas. Battle at the Depot. April 12th to the 14th in the Northeast region. IMSADO Milsim event at Seneca Army Depot in Romulus, New York. Why can't we have Star Trek themed games?
Oh. No, Firefly themed game. Dude, brown coats.
Brown coats versus the... Ooh.
Oh.
What was the central government? What? Was it just the central government? Interplanet Coalition? Intercoalition of Planet?
Something. They flew around in that ship that didn't look like it could actually move through space. It had all the spires.
Yeah.
It's like, how does that work?
First annual VFA charity game, April 12th to the 14th in the Midwest region. This is a Veterans for Airsoft event at Black Ops Bristol in Bristol, Wisconsin. Operation Bone Strike 3, April 26th to the 28th in the Southern region. This is a Third Coast Airsoft event in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Ooh, that's gonna be muggy.
Yes, it's gonna be hot.
It's gonna be hot and
Yep,
muggy.
that'll be hot.
Yeah. And Pathfinder. I love how Bubba. It's not op. It's not. There's no numbers.
The word milsim is not. Yeah, I know.
It's just been Centurion or Pathfinder. I love it.
He went live today at 5:00.
Oh, really?
Doing he did a Q&A, and he actually calls it combat simulation, not milsim, combat simulation.
Why can't we call it console game simulation?
Console game simulation.
I mean, that'd be the most apt description.
Why don't we call it operating operationally at an operation while pretending to be operators that operate operationally?
I think that's
at
trademarked.
operations.
I think that's trademark,
somewhere in
Tom.
California, it's got to be. And finally, Pathfinder, May 3rd through the 5th in the Midwest region, Centurion Millstone event in Pitcher, Oklahoma. The location, this location is like the Bermuda Triangle. Like many people have tried, and so many hopes and dreams have been lost in that AO. Yep,
and they are the first. So Bubba was talking about today. He's like, you're not going to die.
No, just don't drink the water.
Yes, don't drink the water. You know,
bring your own water.
I loved it. He said,
don't grind up the little white powder on the mountains and snort it like Coke. Don't do that. I mean, it's not. I mean,
he goes.
Just don't be an idiot.
Bring your baby wipes. Bring your disinfectant, gel or whatever. He goes, clean your hands before you pick your nose, or you might be glowing before you leave.
No, I don't think so. You'll be okay. It's just airsoft.
It's just in the ground.
Yeah. And make sure if you are like his faction, they're going to be out in the woods. Make sure there's something between you and the ground when you're sleeping. That's all you need to do. That's all. Steve Tom from Dark Horse 6 says, don't drink the milk. Why? Because it's spoiled from the little rascals.
Just remember, you can't sleep on top of David Lee, because he's like a struck match. There's no insulation there.
Oh my gosh.
Bony as hell too. I'm not speaking from personal experience.
Yes, Jeffrey Thompson from Chickens Tactical. Yes, he has been posting updates to the Shine War standoff on the Valken Alliance Region 2 Facebook page. Javier says, don't do all the obvious idiot stuff. That's a tough call for airsoft. That is true.
When can we have waterboarding?
When can we not?
It doesn't hurt.
Hey, man,
There's no
you signed a
injury.
waiver.
It's psychological. No.
Javier, we're going to talk about that. We're going to go back to that waterboarding thing. In that chat group. Yeah, we're going to go back to that. We've actually been talking about it.
Cool. Just remember, if you close your mouth, it fills up your sinuses.
Oh my goodness. Any events that we didn't mention that you're going to this year, Tom?
So, I like I said, I enjoy the Milsom West side of things. So I will definitely be going to Milsom West in West Virginia at the end of May.
Wait, you can go all the way out to West Virginia, but you just can't go south to Texas. What's up with
I got to pick and choose which ones I'm going to do. And I'll tell you what, I really like Blank Fire right now. That's been kind of my big thing that I like doing in airsoft. It adds a lot of immersion for the community, and I like it. I think it's a lot of fun for myself.
Do you wear hearing protection?
Oh, heck yeah. Oh, heck yeah. As that part of things. And, John brought up the thing. John Lou was in here, and he mentioned the Lion Claws Tactical Challenge in the Mojave Desert. I was lucky enough to be part of that one the first time he did it, and that is a fun event. That's very unique, and if you have an opportunity to go to that one, I'd highly recommend it.
So Mojave is in September, back at the Edwards Air Force Base Airplane Boneyard. Because Nate and Eric Mason and all those guys from Disposable Heroes. Maybe we need to have a side conversation to get you on that team in September, maybe.
Okay. That's not that hard.
I will say no.
Yeah.
Okay. I like those guys. They give me a lot of swag. They sponsored me.
Wait, Disposable Heroes sponsored you?
Yeah, man. I got a patch, right? See that? There's their patch right there.
You brought me back my shirt and my patch.
Well, yeah, your patch is a lot bigger than his patch. Josh's patch is in the shape of California.
No, that event is a lot of fun, and that was pretty epic to be able to go ahead and clear out a double-decker jumbo jet. It's a little surreal being there at the Mojave Spaceport.
So did you get to go all the places that you're normally not allowed to?
Ooh.
That's something I see people do this stuff, and it's in a plane, so let's try the cargo area, or there's a little pass through that you can go through the floor, or you can go into the avionics in the nose and the fuselage. Like next time you go all the places that you can't, you normally can't.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there was anything on the first time that we did it that was off limits to assault the plane, as far as that goes. I will say that the VIP escort game was a little weak at that event, but overall the plane assault was really fun. That was really well done.
There is a video where Rich from Shrike Tactical, they're making entry into the fuselage, and he goes in the door and bangs a left down the aisleway, and he's just focused that dude shooting on him. Did not see the cargo hatch open on the floor 2 feet in front of him, and he falls through. Well, he fell and stopped armpit deep.
That would have sucked if you would have kept going.
Yeah,
it probably sucked anyway, but yeah, being a guy that's fallen in an airsoft event, no thanks. I'll pass.
Well, yeah, you've broken 3 ribs. What's the worst injury you've ever had, Josh, at an airsoft event?
Probably. They told me it was like a dislocated rib because I was in the back of a truck and we slammed into a ditch and I had like 3 people pile on top of me, so I got smashed between the back of the cab and like 4 people. It was like, oh my God. I felt like a tube of toothpaste. I was about to pop. My head was about to pop off. It was a little hard to breathe for the rest of the event because it was like, you get a sharp pain every time you took a deep breath. That was probably about the worst I've ever had.
Now we're going to talk a little bit here about old school players. Have you lost a tooth in airsoft, Josh?
No, I've shot a friend's out though.
No. What about you, Kaiju? Have you lost a tooth?
No,
in airsoft?
I have not lost a tooth, but I think it was it Kev Grew at an AMS event got his tooth shot out, and the way he was describing it was literally just the air passing over the exposed nerve was just excruciating.
Yes, it is not fun. It is not.
Gosh.
Wear your face protection, boys and girls.
Yes, that's why at the Op Sunset I'm still wearing my painter's mask with mesh mod just to protect my teeths, because my selfie game's on point. I can't be losing teeth.
He's the pretty boy.
I am. My wife always asks me, why are your selfies so good? It's like, because I've had to learn after probably 10,000 selfies in airsoft. You get used to smiling in the camera.
You have to smile at airsoft? I thought that was against the rules.
That's why, dude, you totally look like the eagle from the Muppets right now with that frown. You people are despicable.
You're despicable.
Oh my goodness. Well, alrighty, Tom. Man, we could probably go on for hours. And
sure, we just barely touched the tip of the iceberg in this broadcast. That's for sure.
You know what? We should have a part 2 with Tom.
I'd be down.
I think we should talk more like the technical stuff and maybe some other things. I figured out the blank fire stuff, and I'd like to see more of that in events. I think.
Yeah, you could definitely explain like how a BFA is supposed to be installed and properly.
Dude,
I have horror stories of BFAs flying off from the military.
Yeah, I don't even use those anymore. I don't use that style. They're wimpy. They sound like gas blowbacks, and that's what those were designed for. But we can nerd out all about that stuff. Maybe in another show on that side of things.
And talking all techie, you bring out the best in Darth Valken.
Oh yes, we definitely play off of each other. We like inventing things and fiddling with stuff. And that's one of the fun parts of the hobby.
You broke the DAS rifle?
What did I miss?
Josh broke the pneumatic rifle in
It's not pneumatic.
Was it electric blowback?
Yeah.
Electric blowback rifle in the GBLS booth at the IWA trade show in Germany.
Excellent.
Oh,
so are you buying one now, or did you already buy one?
Actually,
I'd rather buy an American Airsoft Factory. To be
yes,
honest.
AAF in Utah. Have you run across those guys?
I haven't. I actually talked to them for a little bit. I wanted to get a gun, but it seemed like I couldn't get one. I don't know what's going on.
Interesting.
I don't know on that one.
It's just
So
as far as like, it rides a pretty good line between, proprietary and, common parts. You can use their mags, or you can take the adapter out and use a regular mag. Just kind of all the features. I found it much more of a more realistic training platform as far as,
I mean, that's just far too advanced for us, man. 2022, Dean's Connectors.
All right, that's got to be a T-shirt.
2022. Isn't that like, is 2022 a election year?
That's it. That's it as far as that end of things
so.
go. But hey, you know what? I'm a fan of HPA. I have been.
That's good.
I think that's the way forward to me. I think.
You don't think it's too much of an advantage? It's an unfair advantage.
Yes, it is.
You don't use it because it's an unfair advantage. It doesn't make yourself fun.
What?
Sorry.
Dude,
What?
I will confess.
I'm having a blast.
When HPA first came out, well, no. I was not in the United States when HPA first came out. When I returned to the U.S., HPA was already out for about a year and a half or so. And I'll confess, I would say HPA are for those that don't practice good tactics. I said that. I did.
You just like the binary trigger.
I know, but hey, I'm a convert. I'm a believer now. I love that V12 with the binary trigger. I'll shoot that thing all day long. What was that, Tom?
That binary trigger life. It's interesting. And technology is advancing, where people can ditch the line in the tank, as far as that goes in those guns, and combine that technology with tactics, and man, you're going to have a lot of fun on the airsoft field. One doesn't replace the other. You're going to have both.
It's evolution.
This is what we're going to
Sure.
do. Doug Smith has a great idea. Put it on a shirt. Make airsoft great again. Deans 2022. We're going to put that on a T-shirt.
Boom.
Or a patch. One or the other.
Deans for airsoft.
We'll have Tom riding a raptor and holding a flag.
Yes.
That's the new marketing campaign.
Perfect, but it's got to be an HPA Raptor because I need Dean's connectors for my actual batteries in my HPA guns. So, that's where they need to go.
That is true. Well, all right. So next week we're gonna be on the road.
Yep.
We won't be doing the debrief on Thursday night, but we'll be going live on Friday with our phones.
We were doing Thursday on the road.
We can do Thursday on the road.
We talked about this.
No, we didn't.
Yes, we did. Oh, we totally did. Because
No,
we were
we-
talking about like the cute little.
We
red
did
lights.
not talk about this at Aleda.
Light up the inside of the cab like an interior of a submarine. Red lights, the whole 9 yards. Driving at night, it'd be amazing. Okay. Anyway, bye.
Okay.
It's 7:15. I want to go home.
Okay. So, and hey, the fellow Rockies region member right here.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Same time zone. It's very seldom we get someone on the same time zone that's other than Derek Campbell.
Yeah.
So, Tom, we will schedule a part 2 with you. We'll
Sure.
get all techie and nerdy and talk about some other fun stuff. Corey from Nemesis says 24-hour live stream marathon.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Please
this is
don't.
where,
You
this is
can
where I'm
help.
like holding the camera over Tom while he's sleeping. Look, he's got iPro on.
Operators are standing by to take your donations for poor airsofters that don't have Dean's connectors. You can go ahead and contribute.
Oh, good stuff.
Oh, dude, that could be a total campaign.
Oh yeah, if we did that campaign, we totally like shift the industry. Force everybody to jump. Everybody's too chicken. All right.
All right, Tom. Man, you've been great. Thank you for joining
So,
us.
yeah, thank you for having me on the show. I appreciate it. Thanks, I appreciate it. And you know what? Go out, meet somebody new. Tell them about airsoft. Grow the hobby. grow the sport, whatever you want to call it. Have fun, you know, get them excited in the game. That's all I ask.
Did you see the meme? What are the UK guys that have the chicken channel?
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about.
Huh?
I know the one you're talking about.
The meme
Super
where
mega awesome memes or something.
yeah, the one where they go, you're not a real airsofter if you've never described airsoft as it's like paintball.
Oh.
All right, brother. We will see you soon. We will chat with you soon, and hopefully we will get to pew people in the face together.
I think it's going to happen. 2019 is definitely going to happen when we black bag Josh and take him to Copperhead 5.
Yes, we are. It's only an 8-hour road trip from here. It's an easy drive. And we're only like, what, 15 minutes from Mexico? Something like that? Maybe even less?
Yes.
Keep my head.
Bring your passport.
No.
The border's closer than the closest U.S. town. All right, Tom. Have a good night. We'll catch you guys soon. Share the show. Give us a like. Laters.
Are we going? What's going on, guys? It's Nigel with Elite Force. Check out the Valken Debrief. Debrief? Try one more time. Check out my briefs.
Hey, I like my briefs.
Check out the briefs.
That's so great. See, once I knew what I was doing.
And those are my guys, actually. It's just, you know, those are the guys.
Where is kids?
Hi, it's Jonathan from Airsoftology. I'm really camera shy, but you're watching the Valken Debrief.
So, we like to give you a small people about. Stop filming.
Hey, it's Kaiju. I'm the Supreme Commander. That's what I am.